You're right there, Mark here from 6 Plus. I didn't want to do a video like this, but I think I have to just to clear my head. Alright, put it out there. It's gonna split the fence, alright? You're either gonna like the idea or you're not gonna like it. GW, what are you playing at? Genuinely, what are you playing at? Because this box set, I've only just opened it yesterday. Just opened it yesterday. Done a video on it. Alright, I'm going to be uploading it. You can hopefully tell in the video, I'm ecstatic. I'm really excited to get the army built and to play with it. I don't care about tournaments, in all fairness. Alright, I really don't care. I just want to play with my plastic toys. I'm a big child at heart. I love my dwarves. Really passionate about it. Alright? Pardon me. But I don't like it that you've had to come out and do a balance update when it's not even a week old because you've messed up. Alright? Now, the video you done at video here, some people find it funny. You're taking the mick out of the whole meme of winning tournaments this, winning tournaments that. That's the cause of this problem. That they go through it all. They're very open and honest to a certain extent. That the game is big and it's complex. I understand that very much. There's a lot of things you've got to balance and so on and so forth. Completely understandable. Because when you first start a new edition, you may have simple mechanics to diverse the armies. +1 to hit, +1 to wound, charge. Simple mechanics. And as the books come out, they get more complex. And that can add to army creep. Fine. That's why you have playtesters. To test out how these armies stack up against one another. Alright? The whole rock, paper, scissors thing, you know. Something needs to be quite good here, but then weak here, and so on and so forth. Fine. But we all know about it. We all know about it. But for Votann to come out and so much of the community, so much of the community to have a knee-jerk reaction and go, they are broken, they are busted, alright, so much of the community that you then have to come out with a points change and a core rule change, which I think you done the core rule wrong. I'm going out there and I'm saying my piece about it. And I'll say why I think a different rule would have been better. Fine, you know, I could be wrong, X, Y, Z. But anyway, I can't control the rules. I think is very... I don't know, it's just very upsetting. Because I understand they've made this change. They said, we wouldn't want you to buy a full 2,000 point army only to find out it doesn't fit in the updated rules. Fine. You got playtesters. You should know what you're doing. Why should a book that's only just came out need to be updated? Now, the cynicals out there could be like, oh, they wanted it broken to sell it. Fine, that's one point of view. They're a business after all. They need to sell their miniatures. I understand that. But it just... I'm really frustrated. I'm trying not to do the stereotypical going, I got a grudging for you, but I'm getting very angry at this, alright? Genuinely. Because, fine, there's a points increase for the units across the army. Vast majority of the community can agree with this. They were very cheap for what they did. So, I can understand. Points make sense. However, the judgment token work thing that they've done, I think breaks them the wrong way. Okay? So, you can download all this. So, you go across, download XYZ. Points changes. A lot of the community has been really good. There's been changes of maybe, you know, 10 points for a unit here, 20 points for there, so on and so forth. They're all fairly reasonable. Okay? That would have been enough. And then you allow some time down the line to allow people to play it physically. I know people have been playing on TTS, but there's only so many people. Now, they've just done a meta watch video that I've just watched going, oh, you know, they need a big collection of data, so don't do a knee-jerk reaction and stuff like that. But surely this is a knee-jerk reaction if you got people that have been playing out of Elite Codex on TTS. You haven't had the actual you haven't had the vast majority of the community being able to play with the Force or play against it. Maybe that's right, maybe that's wrong. Who knows? But so they got rid of, where is Codex update? Cool. So now when you roll the auto wounding judgment token roll, whether you hit on a 6, 5, 4, whatever it was, it used to be it was an unmodified 6 to wound. Now it doesn't count as that no matter what. You've now broken some core mechanics of weapons, relics, stratagems, and abilities. You've demolished them, alright? Because these were the big boogeyman of why they got done. You had your Magma Rail Rifle. So if you auto-wound with the 6, cool. You had splash damage of D3 plus 3, ignoring Invon, AP4. Then you had it on the big one here, AP4. 2d3 plus 6. You had it with the stratagem, the Ion Blaster. You could do mortal wounds, an additional mortal wound up to a maximum of 6 for every 6 to wound. But it was 1 CP for 5 people and 2 CPs for 10 people. And it was capped at 6. It just seems very knee-jerk nerf hammer. As I said, there's other strats out there. There's other war gear. There's stuff out there that was very reliant on the 6 to wound. Alright? And honestly, I think I saw it in the community and I was thinking about it before I actually saw it. Why didn't they have it that, say for example, if you had judgment tokens on the opponent that you were shooting or melee, you still have 6, 5, 4 to hit would be auto wound. But if you activated the auto wound, whatever you rolled to activate it became the auto wound and the roll classed as this. Okay, so if you had 3 judgment tokens on your unit and you rolled a 5 to hit, which is then auto wound, it would be classed as an unmodified 5 to wound, and it was auto wounding. So if you rolled a 6 to hit, it would be auto wounding, and it'd be classed as a 6 to wound. You still keep the core mechanic of these abilities are proccing off on a 6 to wound, but it's still a 1 in 6 chance. Obviously, if you got a reroll, you increase the likelihood of it. But it's not as broken, it's nowhere near as broken as the whole thing of going, oh, I'm hitting you on 4s, re-rolling, cool, any 4s are now wounding on 6s, wound rolls on 6s now. I think that's the way they should have gone, because at least you still get to use the mechanic. Now, if you want to have your rail cannon, you've now got to choose going, cool, I've given these judgment tokens on this unit, but I need this rail cannon to shoot it. I can't risk it. You know, say for example I want it to bleed over. I can't risk it. Or like I said, the Ion Blaster ability. Cool, I put some judgment tokens on. I lose it. As I said, there's other abilities and stuff in the book. Fair enough, it's making you more tactical, but I genuinely think it would have been more tactical having the way I mentioned. As I said, this is going to be one of these ones that people think, hallelujah, they've been nerfed and stuff like that. But NIDs are still nasty. Tau's been hit by the nerf, and they're still nasty. They haven't had any time to actually be played. You know, TTS with some tournament players, you know, playing around. If they noticed this within a couple weeks and said it needs to be nerfed, then why didn't the playtesters and GW notice it? Why did it go out to print? There's a lot of whys. I am really, really frustrated with this. Alright? I just want to be able to take out my army, have a nice casual game, and not have to worry about broken BS. And then now I'm being told points are null and void. You know, errata this, errata that. Yes, I know there's people out there saying, oh, if you're playing a casual game, just don't play it with any FAQs. But that swings and roundabouts. If I don't play it with any FAQs, my opponent doesn't need to play with FAQs. And when do you choose not to play with FAQs? And, you know, it causes confusion. As I said, I'm trying not to be salty, but I'm genuinely annoyed with this. Because GW make out that they care about the community, they care about their games that they produce. You know, they got play testers and stuff like that. You know, then why is stuff like this needing to happen? That's a discussion for another time. I do apologise for being so ranty, but I don't know. Yeah, just annoyed. Just very, very passionate gamer who's just frustrated with a system he loves and adores. And yeah, hey ho. Any comments down below, by all means comment down below. You can say I'm completely wrong, I'm completely right, whatever. As I said, we're all entitled to our opinion. Just don't be venomous and toxic, alright? Don't need it. We don't need it in our lives. You know, we just want to go out there and have fun. Whatever it is. We play with toys for people. We play with plastic toys. Let's all just be civil. Let's all just be nice. Alright? But anyway, as I said, sorry for the rant, but I just had to say it there. But anyway, you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Take care.